afternoon, everybody. Welcome to join our International Association of Microsoft Channel Partners, Greater China region, the welcoming section, to welcome Timothy. Timothy is our new member, joined the International Association of Microsoft Channel Partner Greater China region. So maybe some of you guys already know him because he's already in the industry for quite a long time. But we want to let him introduce a little bit about his background. So that's why we can have some idea who are Timothy, and then maybe in the coming days, how can we work with him together? So maybe I pass the time to you, Tim. Okay, can you introduce yourself a little bit?
Hi, everyone. Nice to meet you again. Yeah, actually, we know each other for, I think, nearly 10 years and 11 years, since we were in Microsoft Hong Kong from 2013, right? So, yeah, hi, everyone. This is Tim. Just call me Tim, okay? Or Tim or Timothy is okay. Yeah, everyone's my best friend, good friend, and I'm currently in Melbourne. He's in Hong Kong. I'm in Melbourne since 2021, right? So as mentioned, that I've been with Microsoft Hong Kong for almost 3 years, at least 10 years ago, right? After that, I joined multiple global IT vendors and always in a regional role until I moved to Melbourne in 2021. Now it's almost 4 years, 3.5 years. And now my role is mainly focused only in the Australian business, right? I'm currently working in a global IT distributor, okay, as their CSP BDM, looking after Microsoft SMB CSP in Australia. And I'm very interested in all kinds of new technologies and always, self-learn from either YouTube or from website, right? So this year, my greatest achievement is I've been challenging myself, to get a professional certificate, to test my IP knowledge and also, to challenge myself, right? So this year I challenged myself to take various Microsoft examination, and up to now I have got 5, okay, and also 2 other certified badges from Microsoft in the Copilot as a sales and also Copilot in the technical, right? So my goal for the rest of the year is only like maybe less than 2 months, is to finish all the fundamental examination, okay, by end of the year. And then next year, I will go to the intermediate associate level, right? So that's briefly about me. Thank you, everyone. Invite me to join this group, and I'm glad to meet everyone.
Yeah, thank you so much, Tim. Okay, actually, you are a very good role model because most of the people, they are maybe thinking about the sales or maybe the business development more. They may not be very interested to learn too much about the technical stuff, but actually you know that nowadays everybody should be have some kind of the technical expertise. So that's what should be much more easier to communicate with other people, especially because you just mentioned about you work for a distributor in Australia. So that's why I do believe that you have the partner have the technical team, the salesperson, and even the customer. They have the different kind of the idea. So that's why it will be much more easier to help each other. So I do believe that even though that's less than 2 months, I will try to challenge myself also to try to achieve some of the certification, especially the Microsoft one, because the Microsoft have a lot of the new stuff. So that's why I do believe that no matter for the very experienced IT professional or maybe the new joy or the graduate student, something like that is equally important for them. So as you know that there's so many so-called the association, the information technology or the business association, they have the different kind of the mission or the vision. So why you join the IAMCP? Except that is talking about the International Association of Microsoft, okay? So actually there's any kind of reason why you join the IMCP, and then do you have any kind of the so-called the expectation and maybe a particular purpose? Can you share a little bit with our audience? Because some of our audience, maybe they are also in the Microsoft partner ecosystem, they are interested to know a little bit more why the members are willing to join the IMCP. How can they help them or maybe help each others?
Sure. First, again, thank you for your invitation, and let me know, there's an association like this, and it's my pleasure, and I'm very happy to join it. Okay, so I think the reason why I joined this association first is to get to know more people in the same industry, right? Either in Australia or outside Australia, right? So so that we can help each other, support each other on our daily business. Okay, and I'm also very, very eager to share what I've learned, right, um, from my past experience or current certification, and all this new technology, right? And also, I'm very keen to learn from others as well, so that we can continue to grow ourselves and then to equip ourselves, to face, the upcoming, all kinds of challenges or business requirement, right? But of course, the main reason to join this association is because of you, right? So you are my best friend. Whatever you ask, wherever you go, I will fully support you. Errol.
Okay, thank you so much, Tim. Okay, I do believe that I need to do a little bit more for you because you are my very good friend. So that's why I make sure that no matter you are stationed in Melbourne, and also we have a lot of partner in the Greater China region, and then we have the thousands of the partner around the world. I do believe that there is some so-called the role or maybe the contribution we can help each other. Okay, so this is something I want to mention. Another one is talking about, as you know, that for the maybe past 20 years, only 10 years, Microsoft have a lot of changes. No matter talking about the way to conduct the business to support the partner. The partner, it doesn't mean that you only use the Microsoft technology or maybe the traditional Office application. Nowadays, no matter you are talking about ISV or even you use different kind of the latest technology, AI or whatever things, everybody at Microsoft will embrace all those people, the talents all together. So this is something happen. But the most important part is talking about, okay, Microsoft have a lot of the services. Maybe talk about M365, maybe or the Azure AI or whatever things. So many new applications they can help the so-called enterprise and different kind of the person, no matter they are a developer or maybe the end user, to try to solve more problem. Okay, so that's a lot of the new technology, new application, and all those things. Do you have any kind of the opinion about recently the Microsoft launch? Maybe talk about Copilot or whatever things. Any idea about your opinion about the so-called the way that Microsoft conduct the business, or maybe support the partner or support the bigger scope of the people? Any idea about it?
Yeah, sure. So I think you talk about Copilot. Everyone talk about Copilot. Actually, in the market, everyone talk about AI, right? So in my opinion, it's only Microsoft can really grant this AI, technology into a daily, technical, application, right? Because who is not using Exchange email every day, right? Who is not using Microsoft Word, Excel, spreadsheet, or PowerPoint, or even the thing that the communication tools that we are using, Microsoft Teams, we are using every day. So Microsoft is build this AI into all these applications so that we can actually use it, we practice it, we experience this AI assistant in our real life, in our real business environment. So I think this is fantastic. This is very clever, and this is amazing that this technology is actually helping people to save time, to be more creative, and to be more productive.
Okay, so as you know that as a customer, okay, sometimes we don't care too much about the services, the platform, or the so-called the vendor, the partner, anything. Okay, we just focus on our own specific problem. Can you tell us a little bit talking about how to use the Microsoft product to solve the customer specific problem? Because I do believe that you have a very good experience to interact with different kind of the customer, no matter they're the government or the commercial or whatever. Can you tell us a little bit about how to use the Microsoft product to solve customers specific problem?
Wow, this is a very broad question, right? So of course, Microsoft, they have, I think, so many products that I can't count it, right? Only talking about Copilot, there are over 200 type of Copilot. They put Copilot in all kinds of applications, right? And this is very broad question. I think it depends on what kind of the end customer is in the vertical industry, what kind of role that they are playing in their organization, whether it is account, IT, finance, sales, or marketing, right? And also what kind of customer budget, right? So Microsoft can solve anyone's problem in any industry, in any role, at any budget, right? So if you are familiar with Microsoft licensing, you understand that you can get what you need from your budget, right? And of course, there is always free trials. Okay. So my suggestion is always looking for trial, right? Sometimes you can save your problem, by just using trial. You don't need to pay for it, right? So let me share, some of my recent learning about, Copilot, how Copilot help, yeah, people to solve their problem. Okay. For example, in a daily business operation, right? So you may have some repetitive, tasks, or you want to, automate, right? Okay. So actually, in Microsoft, they got something called Power Automate, right? So with Power Automate, it's a kind of a workflow with AI, right? Okay. So if we're talking about RPA or workflow, people think that, we need to know some kind of a coding, or we need to know how to, use the product to build a workflow, right? But with Copilot, built in Power Automate, you don't need to know how to use the Power Automate, right? You just use the Copilot to build, this AI workflow. So, meaning use Copilot to build a Copilot, right? So it's just use your natural language that tell me, I want to build a workflow to, for example, extract email from someone when we receive the email in Outlook, and then pick up the attachment and then load it into CRM or ERP. That's what you need, to tell in Copilot, and then the Power Automate will give you the workflow, right? It saves a lot of time, for IT department in the organization to spend time to build it, and also, enable the end user to build whatever they want in their natural language. This is time saving and also making operation more productive, right? There's another thing, called Power App. Power App. Power App is to, from name is building application, building app, mobile apps, web app, those kind of apps, right? In the past, you need to know programming, right? Or as I mentioned, that you need to know how to use Power, how to configure, Power App to build an app. With the Copilot, you just tell the Copilot to build an app with the natural language, or you can just, have an Excel table. With the Excel table, you name it, what kind of data you need. For example, you're looking for an app to capture some kind of information data. So you just create an Excel table with all the column, form it into a table, and you use the Power App, create from the Excel table, and then the Power App, based on your Excel table, will create that application for in just 2 minutes, right? This is so amazing, so amazing. And Microsoft Copilot is also, available in all kinds of Microsoft apps, right? And Copilot can help you do, anything from, building app or building workflow, or, even building a chatbot, within minutes, okay, so that you can save a lot of time and also improve your operation efficiency, right? Okay. Another example is one example that, I have prepared a 30-page slides PowerPoint, which I need to present on next Monday. Okay. And, of course, I can use Copilot to build those 30 slides by using this natural language, and they come up 30 slides in just a few minutes. I just need to spend maybe 15 minutes, 20 minutes to edit those slides. And then I need to prepare a 10-minute speech, right? So in the past, it may take me another 1 hour, 2 hours, right? But with Copilot, I just key in natural language. Okay, help me prepare a 10-minute speech, right? Based on this PowerPoint. Within 1 or 2 minutes, come up. Okay, what I need to do is just spend another 5-10 minutes just to edit the speech. And that's it. So imagine with this Copilot thing, in all kinds of Microsoft apps, people in all kinds of business, different kind of role, they say they can save hours of working hours, per day, right? So that, they can spend those hours back to, creating more business revenue, or have their more time for the leisure, right? So this is, these are those, typical case that, I can see with this AI thing, the Copilot, and really save our life so that we can live more freely and live more longer and we live more healthy.
Yes, I do believe that it's very important to understand that so-called technology or maybe the technological development. From time to time, there's a lot of changes. No matter they're talking about the new product, the new so-called the upgrade is much more faster or maybe much more easier to use. But the way to conduct that kind of the so-called the job or maybe the task is totally different. You just mentioned about maybe for the past 5 to 7 years talking about the RPA is very amazing because it automates some of the tasks. But nowadays, to the next level is talking about you just talk about it, you just have some kind of the prompt. So that's why Copilot can help to automate all those so-called tasks and something like that. I believe that everybody every day need to learn some new skill or maybe a new technique to make sure that they can use the much better way to do the job and maybe help the organization to a more competitive position and something like that. So actually, the next question is a little bit broader. Okay, not only focus on the Microsoft. It's talking about what are your predictions for the future technological development? Even though you mentioned about the AI, I believe that maybe you have the different view or even different perspective to take a look about this so-called technological development. Can you share your view with us? So that's why maybe you can, maybe we can also think about it. Nowadays, we need to think about it and then well prepare ourselves.
Yeah, sure. But I think that this question you should ask your Max.
Okay.
Right.
Okay.
And Microsoft Ignite is happening this week, right, in Chicago, right? So I guess, I believe that there will be lots of exciting, announcements, coming up this week with a lot of, new development, new product available, right? So let's see, pay attention to those, announcement, from Microsoft Ignite this week from Chicago, right? So I think in the future, in my humble view, my estimation, right? So it will be, AI everywhere as well, right? So everyone, every global IT vendors, everyone they're talking about AI, they're very interested in AI. So they start to try it, use it, okay? And application development, in the future, will not be only the job for those, developers, right? It will be, and it can be available for anyone, okay? It will be just no coding, okay? Just like, what I just mentioned, Power Automate, Power App, just use your natural language. You can build anything, right? So application development, right, would be for anyone, who want to experience this new technology and who want to participate in this new development, right? Okay, and as we all working in the IT industry, right? I think we all need to pick up the AI skill as soon as possible. Either you go to ChatGPT or Google Gemini, to use those free versions experience, or you just subscribe any Microsoft learning course to learn it, to test it, and subscribe those free trial to try it, right? Or otherwise, we'll be left behind, right? And nowadays, people already using AI to build AI, right? So in the future, this kind of AI will be more smart, probably smarter than us. So we need to be ahead of AI, right? So to use AI, to learn AI, and also to work with AI.
Yeah, thank you so much for reminding us that in Chicago is talking about the Microsoft Ignite. So that's why everybody is very interested. Maybe you can take a look. But don't worry, because IAMCP, we will have some kind of arrangement to so-called have the recap section after the Ignite. So that's why we can identify some key point to share with you guys. So just make sure that you keep follow the IAMCP. So that's why you have the latest information about the Microsoft or maybe some of our partner, the new solution, something like that. Okay. So another question is more specifically addressed to you, because in the very beginning, you mentioned about you work for the major render. almost all major vendor, you have the very good experience. But of course, maybe some of us working in some kind of the organization, no matter for the enterprise or maybe for another vendor or wherever. I do believe that most of them are interested to work into large so-called the vendor. Do you have any suggestion or maybe the strategy if we really want to working with the large software vendor? Any kind of the tips that you can share with us?
I can share a little bit, right? So it really depends on what kind of role that you are looking for, right? So I'm always in sales, we both are sales and business development, right? So my opinion is that, if you're looking for a sales role or business development role in those, large software vendor, right? So I think the things already changed, just running on, sales skills or relationship, development, those social skills now is not enough, right? So those large software vendor, they're looking for specialists, right? They're looking for specialists, someone, who not only can have, the sales experience and ability to build a relationship, and also can talk about technology, can do the demo, can build the demo by themselves, right? And, some kind of, a pre-sales level, right? But no need to be too technical, but at least, able to talk about technology, right? As I mentioned, that you know how to run a demo, build a demo, right? That kind of a specialist, right? So my suggestion would be, if you want to join any software vendor, first learn the technology and then get certified, okay? Because with those professional certification, you pass exam, that's a good proof that you know the technology. And then you show this as a commitment to them, right? And also prove to them that, you don't need to ramp up, once they hire you, you already know the technology. Okay, what you need to do in the first, few months just to, understand the organization, the people in there and maybe the sales process, and that's it. So I think first thing first, learn technology, get certified, right? Subscribe, their newsfeed, keep update on their technology. So that you know what they're doing, right? Look at their, not only look at their website, look at their annual report, understand, where the business go, right? What is their business direction, right? Organizational direction, right? And also, get some free trial. There's, all those software vendors, they also offer different kind of a free trial for you to test their software, to use the software, right? So once you use it, you test it, you know what they're doing, right? Okay, what they're offering to the market. You can share to them, your comment, whether it's good or bad. This is also showing your commitment, to the software vendor, right? And right, if you able to, know or able to make a new friend with any their sales representative or BD or anyone from those software company, have a chat with them or try to understand, how internally how they work, what is the business process like, right? Okay. And also keep an eye on their competitors too, right? Because just looking at one software vendor is not enough. You need to know, what is the market, happening, what's happening in the market, right? What are, those, software vendor doing, right? They may be going in the same direction. For example, now everyone talking about AI, but there may be some kind of, branch out, some may focus on different kind of critical industry. Some may focus on certain, functional area, right? So just look in the market, understand who are the big player, what are they doing, what are they compete with, and what is their market share, right? Okay. And yeah, finally, just, join, IAMCP, right? So actively participate, right? Learn from each other, right? And then you don't know, what will be the opportunity like in the future.
Yeah, thank you. I do believe you give a very good tips for everybody because as you know that everybody nowadays talking about lifelong learning, no matter it's talking about the technology or other stuff, everybody need to have an initiative to try to do it by himself or herself. And the other part is talking about the the skill set. Okay, talking about learn different kind of the so-called the skill. It doesn't mean that only go through some of the video or something like that. You need to have the hands-on experience to try to play around that kind of maybe the solution of the product to make sure that you're more appropriate for different kind of the job. And one more thing is talking about the certification. I do believe that no matter how good are you need to show that or you have already go through different kind of the process. So that's why the so-called employer, they have the much more better confidence on you. So that's why you have a higher chances to be join the company and then do the ideal task that you really want to do. So this is something I believe that is very, very important for the people who are interested to not only talking about the large organization, any kind of the role in the IT industry, the sales role, or maybe the technical role, they need to think about this one. And there's another so-called experience, not about myself. It's talking about the student nowadays in Hong Kong. Maybe some of the students is talking about the infrastructure, the administration of the cloud technology. Most of them, because they already have a very good hands-on experience. Before graduation, everybody already give them the offer. So that's why there's no anything that they need to worry about the job, because the job is already over there. Everybody is looking for this kind of the talent. You just mentioned about, okay, you need to know what's happening in the market. So that's why you can have the choice. You can make the choices. You can make the decision what kind of the job you are interested to engage or whatever. So this is important. So as the so-called the culture of the IAMCP, every new member, we will give him 30 seconds to let him have the. So maybe I will give you the 30 seconds. You can precisely tell everybody what you are looking for, or maybe what you are going to deliver. So that's why everybody is good to interact with you. I pass the time to you, 30 seconds.
Thank you, everyone. Nice to meet you. So this is Tim, right? So I'm based in Melbourne. Melbourne time zone is 3 hours ahead of Hong Kong time. Okay. So feel free to reach out to me. Okay, if you want to know anything about Microsoft solution, right? So licensing or latest program, partner program. And if you want to see any kind of demo, Copilot Studio demo, Copilot demo, Power Automate demo, all kind of demo, just feel free to reach out to me. Okay, you can find me in LinkedIn, right? Find me in LinkedIn. And just bear in mind, the time zone difference, and yeah, you ping me in the LinkedIn and connect me, and yeah, we can have a chat. Thank you, everyone.
Yeah, okay, thank you so much, and then welcome Timothy again. So that's why all those audience or IAMCP members, you take these chances to interact with Timothy, because he has a very, very, very good knowledge about the Microsoft technology. So that's why in the coming day, I do believe that we will invite Tim again to have some kind of the sharing section. So that's why we can take the benefits and then maybe have some kind of the business opportunity for each other to grow the market altogether. So today the time's up. Okay, I really don't want to stop it, because I really want to talk a little bit more about the market situation with the team. So Tim, thank you so much again today to join the welcoming section, and then I'm looking forward working with you again in the coming years. Thank you, Tim.
Thank you, everyone.
Okay.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.